some jackfruit. Dito na naman tayo. Okay, so I got some black fruit, but we make sure to put some oil in your knife. This is a ripe jackfruit. Let's see. Good morning, good morning. Just got this jackfruit. I bought this in a Mexican store. Look where this is. It's really not that bad. Look, this is like mostly over right now. Turn this camera over so I can see. Look. I'm going to cut this jackfruit. 2 minutes on this one. So I think it's very ripe now. Look, that's it. This is jackfruit, guys. If nobody knows about jackfruit, this is just actually some of the tropical fruits. You got a lot of sap. Anybody familiar with the jackfruits? It's the top of one. Let's see. It's actually the meat of the jackfruits. This one that you can eat. Hello, everybody. There's a lot of sap. Hello, everyone. Good morning. I'm trying to cut up some jackfruit that I bought in the Mexican store, and it's already ripe. It's actually almost over right now. It is a lot of work to take this out in the meat. This one. So this is actually the jackfruit that you can eat. It's actually right there. That one inside had a seeds on it. Actually. And this is very sweet. It had the seeds, and this is their meat that you can eat out of this thing. If you see them in the Mexican store or Asian store, this is just the jackfruit. It's actually very, very sweet. When it turns yellow like that, and it's ready to eat. So this is the whole one. So just have to take this one out. And then actually the seeds of this one, the seeds, you can actually boil this and eat it too. It's like, it tastes like in between chestnut and macadamia nut, like this one. That's what that is. It's just a lot of work to take this out. If you are not used to know how to do this. Because mostly people, Asian people, knows how to do this very, very different ways. This is how I do it. This is actually very sweet, and it's very good for you. See? You can eat it just like that, or some people put it in their dessert and stuff. Just take that one out. To take it out from the here. See, look. This is what, look, like that. So you have to take that one out. That's the meat of the jackfruit. So the jackfruit is like this. So it's hard to, some people, sometimes in the store they already cut it up, but sometimes you can buy them whole and do it yourself. It's a little bit cheaper, but it's just a lot of work. I'm trying to do this one. You have to wear gloves too, otherwise all the sap sticking into your hands and stuff, and then you have to put an oil on your knife so it won't stick. The sap won't stick into your knife. So this is the jackfruit. Just don't wanna stick into my clothes. This is very, you can use the seeds inside on this one. So I'm just trying to take everything off, and then I will pick up the seeds afterwards, one by one. This is actually very healthy for you. Sweet, but it's really good. It has a little different smell to it. It's not quite like a durian smell though. It's very sweet smell to that one. See? And let's just take all out. Hello everyone. Just be careful not to cut yourself with the knife. See, there is a sap on this thing. This is sap. You just have to rub the thing out so that to take out the sap. because the sap is very sticky. It's sticking to all my gloves already. Ah, it's just the fun part of this one if you're trying to eat this one. But you can buy it already. That's already ready to eat, but mostly in the Asian store they just cut this in different pieces and then sell it that way. And then you go home and do this kind of thing too, same way. Because if you don't want to buy the whole jackfruit, you just can buy it. It's already cut up. But this one I bought in a Mexican store, and it's all whole. So I just leave it for a couple days and to get ripened more. So then this is what I'm doing. Trying to get out of this thing right here. You see the meat of the jackfruit. I don't know if you guys familiar with the meat of the jackfruit. If you had tried a jackfruit, but this is the meat inside the jackfruit and they are ripe. You just open it. That, and there's the seeds here. The seeds you can actually, like I said, you can boil it and eat it just like a nut. But this is the seeds inside. This one I'm gonna boil that one. It's very good still. It's a good munches. You can boil them and then like kind of season them, dry them and kind of season them and then eat that just like that, like a snack. This is like this. So this is the jackfruit. If anybody familiar with the jackfruit or you're not familiar with it, it's actually a tropical fruit. You see this in a Mexican store or Asian store. This is look exactly like this, like that. A lot of this kind of spiky. I say a lot of people don't bother to buy it whole because it's a lot of work to trying to get the meat out of it inside, and it's really takes your time because you just cannot just pull everything off, and you still have to get this out of there, some of the stuff there to get it so you can eat. But this is really good. You can eat it just like that. It's actually very sweet. So you just you just eat it that way. Eat like that. Very sweet. So this is the meat of the inside of the jackfruit. You have to just take it out. You can eat anything just like that or make it a dessert. You know how. You can also make it as a jam too. But it had a very strong scent to it. Not as bad as the other one, the durian that they said. But this one is a different one. So this is what's inside, and then you just take that thing off here. They kind of wrap around some more cavities. Madali lang naman siya. If you really kind of know how to do it, it's not really that hard. Just to take a lot of time because of if you're gonna do the whole, like me, I'm doing the whole jackfruit, which is like almost 15 pounds. That way, it weighed like almost 15 pounds, I guess, this one. But a lot of it is like a lot of skin. A lot of skins. So this is just the jackfruit right here. So anybody want to see? This is the meat of the jackfruit. It's from this one. I still have to cut that up and take it out. And there's a lot of sap. You have to make you wear gloves when you do the jackfruit. You're trying to take it out from this is the skin inside. This is what's inside. So if you're not familiar with the jackfruit, this is what it looked like. Asian people usually love this. This is mostly part of our dessert, of a fruit that we love a lot. But it's a lot of work to do it, get it out from the skin. And it's very sweet. Just you can just eat it just like that, and it's very sweet. You see how like that there? This is that's the meat inside, and there is a seeds in the inside of that one. Then you can just fill out the thing, and then you can just eat this part. But the seeds you can boil them as like a nut. Then you can just eat it. But there is also a skin on that one. That one you can just take off the skin and you can eat the rest of it. It's like eating a chestnut. It's very sticky. So usually you can rub your hands with the oil. I had some oil here in the towel. Just like kind of put my hands to it so that it won't stick. My gloves won't stick together. Because otherwise the sap sticks, and you never don't want to do this with the bare hands too. You could if you want to, but then you just have to put a lot of oil in your hand so the sap won't stick onto your hand. So. Hello everyone, good morning. I hope everybody have a good Monday. This is Monday morning here in Las Vegas. I just came off from work, so I'm trying to do this because I bought this one last week, and I don't want to get overripe because otherwise once I get ripe it's like a waste, not very cheap. This is it there, and you can actually just eat this. Like I've been eating it all the way, one here and there when I'm trying to peel up the skin. See, that is very very sweet, so meaty, a lot of meat. My son likes this a lot, so if I see them in the market that they're on sale, then I usually grab some. And I'd rather just do it all myself, because once you buy it, it's already cut up and easy to peel. Then it's the price changes. So, but yeah, I just usually buy the whole thing, and then take everything out in the skin. So this is, anybody is familiar with the jackfruit? This is the jackfruit. Is the pizza stream? What kind of scrolling for there's some pizza to be made like pizza? No, I'm not making pizza. This is actually the jackfruit. This is a fruit, or some tropical fruit. This is the fruit that we take it out. I'm trying to cut up to show you guys on how to take it out in the whole fruit. This is like the whole jackfruit. It's actually like almost 15 pounds whole. So I'm just barely finished taking up the half of it. So take out all the meat. So once all the meat is almost gone, it's like this already. This is the meat of the jackfruit, and you're just gonna eat just like that. It's very sweet, and the seeds, you can also eat the seeds. So it's time to peel some jackfruit. So it's ready to eat. It looks like a pizza, huh? But it is a fruit. So this is what it is, guys. This is the jackfruit. You can eat just like that. This is the meat inside this one right here. I'm trying to take it out from there. I almost did 1/4 of this thing. So this is actually what I got from that one. That's a lot already. This is the meat inside of the jackfruit. So there is a seeds in this inside. You can also eat it, but you have to boil it then. And you can eat just like a chestnut, or like a nut. But this the seeds here. I don't know if you're familiar with the jackfruit. You know what it tastes like. So this is the seeds inside. And we usually boil this too, and you can eat that too. It's just hard for me to do this. So that one is done. There's a big core inside of this thing. You have to cut that up before you can get through the meat of the core. I think this is the thing that holds everything together. The core, this is the core of the jackfruit inside. So actually, see, there's nothing in there. It's just, I don't know, I think just to hold this, the whole fruit together. So anybody's familiar with the jackfruit? This is actually the jackfruit here. But I'm trying to get them all out in the inside the, and then it's ready to eat. Then I'm going to boil the seeds of this one. This is the seeds here. The seeds. This is the seeds here. You can boil it and eat it just like eating a nut. This is actually really good. This one is very sweet. I got a good one this time. Last time it wasn't really that as good like this one, but this one is actually very, as you can see, it's already like very kind of juicy. Then you can just eat it just like that, like that. It's really good. It's good. So this is the jackfruit. Is anybody familiar with the jackfruit? This is actually, it look like this. This is part half of it. This is a big one. So actually, I usually like to take this when I'm going on a hiking. This is actually very refreshing to eat, and it's very filling. You don't really get hungry too fast when you're having this to eat when you're walking and stuff. Like when I'm hiking, I usually, if I had this, I usually carry some of this in my little container backpack, because this is actually good to eat when you're hiking. Like those uh, people in the old days, they were just to carry to eat around, because it's very filling. It doesn't make you hungry so fast once you eat this. And actually, this is good. The sugar is not really like you're gonna overload it with sugar when you eat this one. I read about that says it's really good even though if you're diabetic, and also it's a really good source for people that had a thyroid problem. I just read that one. Don't take my word to it, but yes. So I think so. This is the meat of the jackfruit. So there's the seeds inside on this. Like this is the seeds right here. Got it out. I still have to take that out. That's the core of it inside. So sometimes if you don't want to bother to buy the whole jackfruit, you can actually in the store. Sometimes there is some that they already cut up, and all you have to do is just take it home and take it out from that, because it's kind of hard to do it uh, on your own if you're not used to do it. This is a lot of work. That's why sometimes this thing is a little bit pricey on the store. This is what it is. Then you can eat that one, that part already. It's really delicious. I like it. I've been eating this already since I've been doing it. Since I start open the stuff. But hello everyone. Are you guys familiar with the jackfruit? This is actually the jackfruit. I know there's no other name of it though. But I know we have our own different name to it and our own uh, we had a different name in the Philippines. In Tagalog, this is called langka, but the English name is jackfruit. I don't know why they call it jackfruit. Anybody know why they call it a jackfruit? I think because of the spike in here. You don't want to sit on it. It's kind of a little spiky, but not as spiky as the durian. The durian is very spiky. And this one, the smell of this one is not really bad. As tolerable than the see how it's a lot of sap in this. That's why when you do this, you make sure to wear gloves and always kind of rub it with some oil on your hands. Otherwise, everything stick on your hand. So because the sap, there's a lot of sap coming off from that core. So if not used to do this, it's kind of a lot of work, and sometimes some people had no patience to do that. So you're just gonna buy the one that's already like this already in the store, but they charge a little bit more. But sometimes I'd like to do it on myself. Give me something to do anyway. Uh, but this is the, I don't know if anybody familiar with that. Hi everyone. Ever familiar with the jackfruit? This is the tropical fruits. Usually, we have a lot of this in the Philippines. I know mostly in Asia, India, or this one I got it since it's here. It's in from Mexico. I got it in the Mexican store. But these are it is cheaper this week, so that's why I got them. I got the whole jackfruit. It's like around almost 15 pounds one piece. And but this is just the hard part. I'm trying to open it up and then take everyone out. This one, so that you can eat them without any problem. So I already got half of it, almost half. This is already got. I had a lot, so it's not gonna last very long. My son loves them, and then some of it I probably gonna frozen them if so I can preserve them. I mean, so it don't get ripe, go bad. So may jackfruit ka dyan. Hold on a second, huh? Second. I need to change my gloves. My gloves is already all sticky. Katay tayo ng ano guys. Make sure to rub your hands with some oil. I had some oil on this paper towel here, so it won't stick into my hand, and also to your knife. So when you cut, it doesn't stick into the. It won't stick. There's a lot of sap on this one. May mga sap siya, yung anong tawag dyan? What do you call this sap? Tina ba yun? So, so this, I already make up almost half of it. So this one, look, this is a lot already here. Half of the jackfruit, almost half of the jackfruit. So, look, this is ready to eat. I know my son's gonna be happy when he woke up today. This is one of his favorite fruit. Tropical fruit that he likes. Now we're gonna boil the seeds later. Good morning, everyone. Let's go eat some jackfruit. Anybody familiar with the jackfruit? Say hi. Can you please hit the likes? Thank you. Jackfruit. Anybody? Just give me a thumbs up, guys, if you know jackfruit. What is a jackfruit? This is really good. I like it. When we did it one last time when we went camping, my friend bought a little bit, just a little half of this one. When we did it and we did camping. Very good. But to do this is a pain. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to take this out in the skin. Then you have to be you gotta have the patience to do this. Shout out everyone. Good morning. Happy Monday. Let's eat some jackfruit. There. I'm gonna smell like a jackfruit by the time I'm done. This one wasn't really that bad. It's not as bad as the durian, but it tastes good. Sweet. We've been to like a Thai restaurant or something. They always had some kind of jackfruit dessert. Diba? Ang sarap niyan. So I almost got half. I still have to do this half. This is make sure that your knife is very sharp too, and put some oil in it so they won't stick. There's a lot of sap on this one. Sap, sticky right there, coming out in the core of the. This part is getting bad already. The seeds is actually not really big. Sometimes the seeds is bigger. But this time it wasn't really big, but at least it's good because it's a lot of meat. Well, very sweet. This one. It's really juicy. Sweet. Mm. This is better than the other one that I bought the other day. It's more meat on this one than the other one, and it's more meaty. The fruit inside there is more thicker, so that means it's juicier and tastes really good. This part is getting battery. So we're going to, I still have to open that one to finish everything, to take it out. Then I have to take out from the seeds. There's the seeds inside. Like this one. The seeds right here. This is the seeds. You can boil that one and eat it too. It's like boiling the peanuts. There we go. Let's do this part. Let's have it eat first. I need to stand up because I had to put my weight on this one. I have to cut it up. This is actually the whole jackfruit that I bought, and it's ripe now, so I had to cut it up, take out the meat, otherwise it's gonna get bad. So when you cut this one, make sure your knife is very sharp, because otherwise this one is very hard. Doesn't take a really dull knife, especially the skin part and this core here. So there's a sap around. I'm just gonna wipe it off so it won't stick more onto my hand. Make sure put oil on your hands too. And I had this paper towel here that I put on oil so keep my hands oily, so the sap won't stick into my hand. The sap. You can use this cord too to rub it off and it just go away, but sometimes sounds come back. Just keep pouring it from the core. So this is actually all you just once you keep the core out, you can just kind of bend them and everything will be separated. It'll be easier to take out one by one. But sometimes this core is the pain. It's really the pain. I think this is the one that holds the fruit together. When you do that, then you just there's a lot of sap coming out this way, so just rub it off. And just pour it this way. Look, you can see. You can just do that, then you can just bend it together and you can see all the meat, every strand that's coming out. This is then you just take out the meat of each one, just like this. In that one, see, this is the part that you can eat. This one, it's really good, guys. So yum, it's my favorite fruits. Anyway, one of my favorite fruits, tropical fruits. Just hard to find in here sometimes if they're not in season. So, this is from Mexico. I bought it in a Mexican store. Sometimes you in the Asian store too, but mostly I think this thing here usually came from Mexico. Yes, they don't let you carry this in the airplane if you are traveling by airplane because of the smell. It's not as bad as the durian though. Durian had a strong smell, but it tastes good too. So I'm just trying to take out the meat from the core and the skin. This is the jackfruit. Anybody's familiar with the jackfruit? So I already almost take out half of it. This is what already from the half part of the whole jackfruit. You can do a whole lot of it if you are familiar with the jackfruit. People put them in the dessert. You can eat just like that, like I'm going to do. Because after this, I don't think I want to do something about it. Just eat just like this is a lot better. Don't have to worry about cooking anymore. To cook it. Actually, you can cook this to a dessert or something. But this is just a whole, like this part. Then I have to take out the seeds. After I take all of them out from the skin, then I separate the seeds, and then you can eat this part, and then separate the seeds from the inside. That one, the seeds right here. Then these seeds you can actually boil them and then cook them like that. It's actually good. Yeah. Jackfruit. Hi everyone. We're familiar with the jackfruit. I'm trying to slice up some jackfruit and take the jackfruit out of the skin of this fruit right here. I really take out a lot since I started. This is like almost 15 pounds jackfruit. But of course, by the time I'm done, so I'll be like almost not even half of what it weighs, because the skin, a lot of skin than what's inside in it. See, that's the jackfruit. There's a lot of sap, so you better wear gloves all the time, or put some oil in your hands. So this is the jackfruit. There's a lot of work to do it, but you can buy it that's already been skinned off, but mostly they don't. You can always have to buy it the whole thing, or in some Asian store they cut it up already just like this, but you have to buy the whole thing or something like that, and they go by a pound. So sometimes you got lucky that what's inside is a good one, but sometimes if it's not, then you know it's a lose win-win. Trying to find the ones that are not open, that you cannot see what's inside already, what it look like inside, because sometimes some of them are not very good, some are also good. So but if you buy the one that's already cut up just like this, this thing is really better compared to some that I buy before that it's not really that very good inside. But only that you have to, you buy it a little cheaper when it's not cut, but you have to do a whole lot of job just like this. It's a lot of work, but it's okay. I can actually, I love to do this because I used to do this when I was a kid. We just eat just like that. from the tree. If you are familiar with the jackfruit. So I had just like constantly like rubbing my hands with some oil, because otherwise the sap stick into my hand. And my gloves is sticking together, and also the knife. There's a lot of mess when trying to do this to yourself and to your house. So if you don't have that time, you can just buy the whole thing, and you just buy the one that's already cleaned up, and all you have to do is take it home and eat it like this. But this one, I did buy the whole fruit. I'm gonna cut it myself, but it's a lot of work to do it. This core is actually the hard part, to take it out. Once is everything, the core is out, and it's easier to split them up. Just do like this. So you just gonna bend them over. Once the core is not there anymore, they just like separate it. And once you like that, see? So, and this is the this is the meat of it. If anybody familiar with the jackfruit, so this is their meat inside. Inside that there is a seeds that you can also, it's also edible, because you can boil them and eat it just like a boiled peanuts inside. But this is the part that you can just eat it, and it's very sweet. But to do this is a lot of work. But if you have patience to do it, it's okay. But if you don't, if you see them in the market, you can just buy the one that's already cleaned up like this. But it charges you a little bit more. This one is like almost 15 pounds, but I know by the time probably I'm done, it's probably like not even half of that. This part of it is just like the skin. But this is already, I got a lot already actually. Probably about maybe 5 pounds maybe. This is all meat already. So I need to still take out the seeds. Sometimes if you want to keep them, sometimes it's okay to keep the seeds in. It doesn't go go ripe so fast if the seed is still in it. And just put them in the airtight container, put in the fridge. But you have to put in the fridge, otherwise it go fast and it's go and then you're gonna waste them. It's a lot of work to do this. So tayo magawa. So ito lang, balat-balat tayo ng, this is the jackfruit. I'm trying to take it off from the core, the inside of it. It's a lot of work, a lot of seeds too. The seeds you can boil them. That's what I'm gonna do with the seeds, boil them, and you can eat them. But there's the skin of that too. You have to know how to take out the skin of the seeds. It's like you're eating maybe not really a peanut, but it's like you're eating a almond, but without a skin. But that one had a skin. You can eat the skin. I mean, you can probably if you want to, but I don't think you want to swallow the skin. It's probably hard to digest. But this is actually one of my favorite fruit, tropical fruit. Anyway, it's the jackfruit. Just trying to get it out from this to this and to this. And while you're doing that, you're free to eat. This is very sweet. This one is a good one. I think this one is a lot better than the other one I bought the other day. It's hardly any meat. I think they pick it up from the tree so young and just, you know, forced to get ripened, as you can tell. So I grew up with this thing, so I know just how to peel up this stuff in here, take it out the meat inside. Just this big fruit. So this is the part that is a lot of work to do just to get one of these. But you can buy already that's been like that, but they don't usually do that in the store. They usually sell the thing the whole or cut up already. But if you are craving for jackfruit, you just have to sacrifice just to get out of it, because the taste is really something that you acquired and you're gonna like it. So I had a lot already here that I get out from the whole thing. Almost, this is just almost half of the fruit that I bought, the whole, and then it still have seeds inside, so I have to take out the seeds inside of that. Then I'm going to boil them just to get it out from here is another story, but you got to know how to do it anyway, or you got to have a lot of patience to do it. It's a mess. It's a mess. Messy job, messy work. But it's good. Actually, sometimes you just need a lot of patience to do this thing. Otherwise, you just feel like just want to throw it away. It's a lot of work. So you have to take it one by one. Each one of this, it sticks over here, and then I take out the seeds. So you buy the whole thing. It's just like sometimes you don't really know how good is the inside until you open them. But actually this one I got a good one this time. Last time it wasn't really that good. So you still have to like kind of look up for the meat inside that wrap up with all these cavities, whatever that is you call it. So shout out Willie Nix. Thank you for the heart. Here, let's eat some jackfruit, langka. Anybody knows what this is? We call this langka in our dialect. I don't know if there's any other name for this, but I know just the English name is jackfruit. It's very sweet. I have seeds, and you can boil the seeds later. After you get everything done, you gather all the seeds and boil them and eat. It's really good. You don't waste anything except this one. I don't know if you can cook that one. I think you still can, but it's gonna be a lot of work to get it out of this thing. Just to open this thing is already a lot of work. You have to have a good knife to do it. I got chopping knife. And put some oil so they won't stick together, because this thing is a lot of sap. Otherwise, it's all over your hands. Make sure to wear the gloves too, or you're not gonna everything is stick on your hands. Like this one, this is the one last part of it. So I had to take out the core first, this side, in order for me to get into the meat around it. Otherwise, it's gonna be hard. Let's cut it one more time. It's easier to get the core if you cut it a little bit smaller. But you have to make sure your knife is sharp. Like that. Squeak. See, you have to take out this part. So then you can get to the, you can get it to the meat. Because otherwise it's hard to get. Unless you probably peel out from the back. I never done that. I seen that people does it. They cut it from the outside. You know, this one, like this. So this is so sap in it. I just use this one to rub it around to take out the sap, and just bend it this way. Like then you can expose the jackfruit. Look like this. See? Then it's a lot easier to take it out if there's the core is gone. See how nice it is? Very juicy actually, and it tastes really sweet. You know, the smell wasn't as bad. This actually the scent, you know, you just had to get used to the scent of this. It's not as bad like the durian. I know if you guys familiar with the durian, but this is almost, I think, family, but it's not as close to it. They had a different texture of the fruit inside. I just came out from work like 3 hours ago. But then I had this one sitting in the floor I need to do. So I got to do this before I go to sleep. Otherwise, I don't want them to go bad because, you know, probably need a few more days it's gonna start rotting. Because part of it, one side of it already started to get really rotten, but and so this one, once it's get ripened, you have to open it up, cut it up, and separate them from the skin. Excuse me. This is the meat right there. Look, the meaty part. There, oh, kain na. Langka. Ang sarap. This is almost done. Done. So this, trying to get rid of it, get out of it from this one. So when I'm done, then I can get out, take the seeds all at one time together. So I'm just trying to take it out in the skin, then I can throw the rest of it. Then it's a lot of mess to do this, so that's why. You don't want to really do this when you're in a hurry because it's just hard to do it. It take all your time. I forget the things. This is what. This is what the inside of the jackfruit, and where the jackfruit hides right here. This is where you're gonna see the jackfruit. This is the jackfruit now that you can eat. Make sure to put a plastic in your table or everything stick. It's just easy to throw after that. Thank you guys for stopping by and see some jackfruit. Thank you for the likes. And eat some jackfruit. Yum. I want to see that thing. See, almost done. So I have one more part of this thing left. So here it is. I'm gonna get the core again. So we can get into the jackfruit. Take the core out. Gotta make sure your knife is really sharp, because the thing is, it's kind of hard actually. The core of this thing is the pain to take it out without trying to chop the jackfruit inside. Ta-da! There it is. The core is gone. There's a lot of sap. You just rub it off so you don't get the sap in your hands more. And then you just bend it like that. There's the jackfruit. Look guys. So this is the jackfruit. Here, the yellow one. You have to there's the sap in there. I don't want to get into my gloves. So let's see. It's just the trying to get the jackfruit inside. Look, see, there's the jackfruit there. There you go. You can have a jackfruit. Langka. Okay na. Yeah. Di pa masyado maano eh. It's too much sap. Stick into your hands. So make sure to get oil in your hand here and there, so the sap would stick into your hand. Cut that part. The core is really thick. Look, goes over here earlier. That's why you have to cut the core first before you can get into the meat of the jackfruit, which is this one. Sarap kaya nito. Kain muna tayo. Let's go eat. Let's eat once. I already been eating actually while I'm doing this. Oh, look. It's actually very sweet. It's the seeds. You can boil the seeds and eat it too. But this one is very sweet. This is the meat of the jackfruit. Yeah, I got a lot already. Right here. So I'm trying to finish this one. To take it all out here. Then I can separate them from the seeds. Then I can put it away. Put them in a Ziploc bag. You freeze them if you want. You can put them in the refrigerator. Wrap them just to eat whenever you can. If you want, you have something there to eat. This is it. The healthiest food you can eat. I mean fruit. That doesn't really give you a lot of sugar, but it's actually very sweet. It's good to eat if you're diabetic, they said, or you have a thyroid problem. That's why I eat it, because I had a whack out thyroid. So I patiently do this for my own benefit. But I'm just showing you guys how I do it. Take it out from the skin. I mean from the whole fruit out of it. Because to buy the whole fruits, not too many people does it because it's a lot of work. And it's so messy because of the sap. So much sap sometimes sticking to you. Sticking everywhere in your hands and in your gloves and in your knife. But you just have to constantly kind of rub your hands with some oil while you're doing this. So you don't get it out in your hands like this one. Otherwise everything stick. And it will stick in your fingers and stuff. But, just use a clean towel, paper towel, and put some oil in it, and you're good to go. So look, like this, that. It's from that to this. Yum. Actually, this is the best part of it is you can eat it while you're doing this. No problem. Okay, we're almost done with the thing. Then we have to separate them with the seeds. Then we can take them out in the seeds. We can take the seeds out inside the jackfruit. So this is the jackfruit. From this to that, what's inside. Totally doesn't really the same. So it doesn't look the same. What's outside and what's inside. If you're familiar with the jackfruit, yes, you know. But if you don't, that's what it look like. Sometimes you see it in the store, some kind of creepy looking things. It look like this. It's whole too. And then I go home and cut it up, and this is gonna be what you found inside. A treasure of superfood. Actually, my favorite tropical fruit. They grow in a tree. Anybody's familiar with the jackfruit? So this is what we have to cut. I buy the whole thing and I cut it up. Then just to get out. I had almost like the whole bucket full. The whole big bowl of this one. So probably around maybe around 7 pounds maybe. Well, this one is almost weigh 15 pounds. But because you got more of a skin than what's inside. So you throw more away than trying what you can save it in. But make sure to take everything in what you can get. Don't leave anything around because every piece of it is very valuable. Very every ounce of this thing you paid for it. So get everything you can. Don't leave anything away. So it's be more. People do a lot this one with dessert, but this is I eat this like a dessert, just like this already. Because for me it's already I don't need to cook them. So I can just eat just like that. Because you don't eat the seeds inside because it's still raw. Or you can take out the seeds and boil them. Then you eat it just like a nut. That's the seeds. And you take out the seeds. And the seeds actually you can boil them. That's how the seeds look like. Look. This is like what do you call it? It's like I usually compare it to like eating a chestnut or macadamia nut. Not macadamia, but like a chestnut. This is actually like a chestnut. It tastes like it when you boil the seeds of this thing. So here's your jackfruit. It's very sweet. So out of all this, I usually get almost just like that. I got it done for almost an hour though. It's not really fast growing because I still have to open this up and then take out the seeds inside of this one. Then this is all ready to go and save or put it away so it's ready anytime we want. Sometimes I eat them when I'm watching TV or I'm reading something, or I carry them around when if I had it with me. I had some it ready like this. I take this with me when I go hiking. This one doesn't. It gives me a lot of energy, I guess, and then I don't get so hungry so fast. And I don't know. It's like doesn't make you really hungry if you eat this. A little bit at a time. But sometimes I did dry them. I put them in a dehydrator to dry them, to preserve them. Where I bought a big one, and then after I peel them off from the skin like this, I take out the seeds and then I dry them like a dried fruit. I put them in a dehydrator. And it's just like a dried fruit. You can eat just like that. Like banana chips. So like this, I just put them in the dehydrator for 24 hours. Perfect. Look like you're eating a apricot. This is the meat. So it's actually wasn't really this bad. I think I pick up not too bad this time. Sometimes I get the one that are not really that good. It looked like a force ripen. They force it to ripen, but this time actually it's actually a good one. I wasn't too bad. I was happy. I'm happy with it. Yeah, see, look, there's more mess. Look at the mess. There's more mess than what you get inside. Inside the jackfruit. It's more messy. So I got this one. I still have to get the seeds, this one, out. So I can separate them from the meat and the seeds. So there we go. And you know guys how it looks like jackfruit. I'm eating it. So this is the jackfruit outside. This is what's inside. Now this is what I get from all these things. This one. This one here, there's no more seeds. I take out the seeds already. It's like this. I'm gonna take out the seeds from the inside. Then I'm gonna save them. Actually, you can see it's a little juicy. That one is really good. When you eat it, it's just like kind of juice in your mouth. So look, this is the seeds. So you just take out the seeds and you boil them and eat it just like a chestnut. Or it's good. It's just too bad because sometimes I'm doing this and I can stop eating. I've been eating them. This is part of this. I almost go bad already. Good thing I noticed it right away. If I just gonna wait for one more day, this is gonna be I'm gonna be wasting a whole lot because it's gonna get really bad. Start getting mushy if you don't let it go too long. So this is it. I got all the meat almost. You have to see if anything left over there. Some is still here. Let's get there. There's some core. Hopefully some of them are still. You can really sometimes you can really tell they're there. They're hiding inside all this thing. Wrap around onto their protective part. I think this one is protect them, whatever. But that's usually is. You have to peel them around from that part, like this one. See, like that one here. I thought it's all gone, but there's still some in there. It's just kind of a waste if you just kind of throw it away. Some people usually do something about this one, but they said you can boil them and make like a candy. I don't know. I haven't done that, but I just want to do it. Take it out from the skin and take the seeds out, then put them in the container so they'll be ready to go anytime to eat. My son it doesn't last there for like a few days. He will eat this one like a nothing. If I don't stop him from eating, he will keep eating this. This actually is very filling you up. Sometimes this is all I eat. A few of this in the morning and then I'm good. I'm going to sleep. It's very filling. Because I think it's sweet and it's meaty. So it's very easy for you to get like filled up to eat. Okay, I want some more. I've been eating it while I'm doing this. So I got all the meat already. Here though. That's a lot for just one piece. Actually, maybe around 7 pounds, maybe. That's a lot of thing, but this is you see just a lot, but does not gonna last very long. Not even a week. With my son, he eats this a lot. Sometimes I had to hide some of them in the back of the refrigerator. I won't see it when he see it right away when he opened the fridge, or else I'm gonna be gone the next day. So this is all the mess. Actually, this is all I get. Not very much. There's a lot of mess. It's more mess than what you get then. So this is actually the core of it right here. This is what it looked like. That's where they chop it from the tree and let it see if I can still get something out in here. See how hard it is. Very hard. Ugh. The core is so much. When you don't have a big knife, you can't even cut the darn thing. Guys, there's some more in there. That's why I want to cut it around. Look. See, you don't want to throw it away. There's still a little piece here and there. From the inside of the core. Thank you for the likes, everyone. Thank you for stopping by. I'm almost done with this thing. The next thing I know, I'm going to get the seeds out of it, so I can separate them from the meat and from the seeds in the meat. So it'll be just eat and go. I think I got everything in there that I can get. There's a little bit in this thing here. Just salvage them. Whoops. Almost got my hand. So there's a little bit left on this end. We still have to get everything what we can, but this thing is very expensive just to throw it away. This is part of it. This is where the whole thing, almost not even half of what it looked like, because of more skins and stuff than what you can get from the inside. Look, this is all I got from the whole fruit that I just got when I opened it up. It's the whole fruits earlier was around um 12 pounds, I guess 12, 15 pounds, and now probably I just get maybe 7 pounds. I have to really weigh them to just to find out how many pounds what I get. That's included the seeds, of course. Well, the seeds I'm not gonna waste them because I'm going to boil them and maybe season them with something. Take out the skin too and then season it with something and kind of roasted it. That's what I think I'm gonna do. Roasted jackfruit seeds. That bit tastes good. Just to season it first already before you roasted it. That's it. So I'm gonna take some of the seeds that I dropped here so I can boil them later. I'm just having a big mess of this one. Oh. Mm, mm, mm. This is what it is like. After I take out everything, this is what it left of the jackfruit. But this one, you can do anything with it. I think some people I know back home then before, they take this out and then they boil them and they make them like a candy. But I don't think I have that patience to do that. My mom used to do that when I was a kid. But that's it. And then I got all the meat. Now my hands is all sticky with all the sap. So I have to take it out, the sap out. Then I'm going to separate the seeds from the meat. You have to clean your knife with oil too. Otherwise it's be all sticky with the sap. This thing is very sticky. I don't know why. Anybody know why the sap of the thing is very sticky? I think their body is well protected already with their skin. Plus then they added up that the little nick that they're gonna get or cut they're gonna get. They will spit a whole bunch of sap when they're still in the tree. Even the tree, the same thing. Oops. Alright, I got everything clean. All I have to do is throw this away. Then I'm going to separate the seeds from the meat of the jackfruit. And that's it. Then I'm going to boil that one later. See, thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you. I hope you I hope you learned something on how to cut some jackfruit. It actually wasn't very easy. Well, I mean, if you know how, it's maybe easy. But if you haven't tried it, it's probably a little bit different story. Because you gotta know how to handle with this big old fruit in front of you. It's like cutting opposite of a watermelon. A watermelon just go right to it. This one, no. It had a big core inside, like this. You have to get rid of it before you can get into the meat. Now here we go. Meat time. This is actually a meat. Everybody knows the banana. I mean the jackfruit. Jackfruit, we cook everything from being young, and we eat everything from being young and going to being ripened fruit. Look, I had more trust than what I got in it. And I'm gonna wait because I'm getting sleepy now, so I'm going to just put it away and do the seeds later. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for always hiking with me and following me and supporting me. Thank you for your likes. Thank you very much. Ciao. Eat some jackfruit if you can. It's healthy for you. Bye bye.